The Simple Show, trying to make integrative medicine as simple as possible. Today's topic, we don't need supplements, question mark, exclamation point. So supplements, I mean, it's a huge market, really, really big market. Go to the States, there's a bunch of stores with tons of products. Why do we need additional vitamins and minerals and supplements? Really?
Well, I think our nutrition is lacking a lot of different micronutrients. We are used to hamburgers, fries, Coke, and so on, and this is basically, we call it junk food. And to be healthy, to protect your body, to create energy, we need thousands of micronutrients so that our cells in the body can produce the energy that is needed to be healthy. So that's the reason. See, I want to help the people to be healthy. And when I see even children, 7 years old, overweight, and they can hardly run, I mean, this is sad to watch. And we should really educate the entire population, but especially my patients, to eat properly.
Okay, but overweight isn't exactly a lack of micronutrients.
Oh yes.
Well, overweight is a bad diet and not exercising, isn't it?
Yeah, not only. Of course, it's malnutrition, too much sugar and fat, and the lack of micronutrients. But it's also why does the body grow? See? It's also because the energy is not produced in the cells. See? If the muscle would produce energy and these kids would run around, they wouldn't be overweight.
Okay. So back to your point, you say that, there's just not the same amount of micronutrients in our food the way it used to be. Is that like something you can measure? Do we have some sort of index that we can see, okay, this is what the food was like 7 years ago?
Yeah, there are lots of studies. See? It's not easy. I mean, you take a carrot, for example, and then you measure how much is vitamin A, vitamin D. No, D is not in the carrot. C, how much magnesium, how much selenium and zinc. You can measure. It's a big work, see? And nobody pays for it. That's the problem. But
this has changed over the years.
Yes, and I have seen public in the media the results of such studies, and it's amazing. It's really amazing. So some micronutrients went down about 15 to 20%, others up to 80%. See? Less healthy content in our fruits and veggies.
And why is that?
Well, it has to do with the production. Most veggies are grown in greenhouses. That means they are artificially heated, so they grow faster. And the plant is not able to suck all these supplements from the soil if it's forced to grow faster. So this is another reason. The goal of production is to make money and not to produce a very healthy product. Mm-hmm. So that's why I prefer organic food if possible.
Without, seeing or knowing details, it makes sense. Our world's changing. It's becoming more and more efficient. That's costing, the quality of product. That makes sense. But do you suggest that everybody takes supplements? Because that's kind of, the question here. Like, do we need supplements really? Do you say, look, food and the ingredients inside the food, all those micronutrients, they're not there anymore, so everybody should? Or is it just the sick, the elderly people?
Well, this is a tough question because I cannot tell everybody, well, you have to buy food supplements. See, it has to be your own decision. But because what I explained, we are lacking, all of us, we are lacking certain micronutrients. So let's say 20, 30 years ago, it was a nice to have. If you have the money, if you think about it, you take some supplements. Today, it comes close to it's a must-have for everybody. But I'm fully aware that guys like you, 30, 40 years old, totally healthy, sportive, that they don't ever think about supplements.
Well, yeah.
So I cannot change that. But it would be better to prevent diseases than to cure diseases, if possible.
Which is just not very attractive.
That's right.
We do like to take care of ourselves when we have problems.
Yeah.
Are the effects of supplements scientifically proven? Or I could ask the other way around, are the effects of a lack of supplements or micronutrients and what that causes, are those issues, like, do we have science backing this up?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm a medical doctor. I'm based on evidence. I never do something that I have from hearsay. So I want to have studies that prove that these supplements are needed and that what they change or what they help our body to be better. So right now, what I see is a lot of studies in Germany, in Switzerland also. There are universities studying vitamins. Vitamin D, for example, is studied intensely. Magnesium, all the trace minerals. There are a lot of studies around, and the results are really amazing. See how much you can improve for your health when you take what you're lacking. But it's a science. See? It's not something I can see. I cannot see if you're lacking something. See? But
so how do you do that? How do you do that with your patients?
It's measurable. I can measure the trace minerals. I can measure the amino acids. I can measure fatty acids and so on. Unfortunately, most of these lab tests are not paid by the insurance companies. But it's possible if somebody, let's say a sportsman, that really has to know how can I improve my body, the strength of my muscles, it's all measurable.
Okay, but again, like, what do you do with your patients? You just like test like 500 things, or do you kind of take your top 5 most important ones that you start to focus on, or how do you do that?
Well, there it depends on the reason why a patient is seeing me. If, let's say, somebody is suffering from an autoimmune disease, then I have to test basically vitamin D, omega-3 fatty acids, the amino acids, trace minerals also, sometimes also poisonous substances. They are measurable too. So it depends on the severeness of a disease. For a healthy guy like you, there's not much I would suggest.
Yeah, okay. Let's say I come into your practice and I say, hey, look, I'm 40, I'm healthy, but I kind of want to getting prepared. Like, what are the top 3 or top 4 that you say, well, then start taking this?
Yeah, that's what I said. So it's omega-3, vitamin D, and magnesium. Okay. That's the top 3 that because we know from studies. Let's take magnesium. Magnesium is involved in about 800 biochemical reactions in our cells. I mean, if you're lacking magnesium, 800 reactions are not possible. See, so the result is lack of energy.
Okay. Can supplements harm you?
Good question. Any substance can become a poison. It depends on the dosage. You can kill yourself with carrot juice. Really? So this is a vitamin A poison if you're taking too much carrot juice. So you can kill yourself with a bag of sugar. So you see, basically yes, but I mean, the good companies, they put in the right amount of food supplements because they have studied it, and so with legal products, it's impossible to damage anybody.
I have been getting the question of combinations, and we talked about this before. people say, okay, I'm taking this, vitamin D, also taking selenium or whatever. Like, are there any issues with combinations within the supplement world?
Yeah, no. There are no interactions in nature. Natural products, they are meant for us to be healthy. You can combine, let's say you cook a bowl of veggies. What can you put in there? You have 5 veggies in there. Now you think, can I add a 6th one? You can add 10 more, no problem. Anything in nature, in veggies or fruits, or you can combine, no problem.
Okay. And then to kind of wrap this up, most supplements are made synthetically. So for me, synthetically, it's like, well, that's artificial. It's kind of like a fake, there's a chemical process that does something. So when I hear supplements, I hear, do I really want to take in more artificial, produce into my body? So what's your response to that?
Well, there's not too much is artificial. The vitamins are mostly produced in a chemical company. But that's basically all. And yeah, there is a difference between a natural vitamin C and an artificial one. Yeah, there is something special in a natural vitamin C. It's not the same as an ascorbic acid. It has something extra, which is hard to explain. Some natural energy. But besides the vitamins, there's nothing else is artificial. All the minerals and the trace minerals, they cannot be produced. They are natural elements. So they are in the soil, and they have to be taken from fruits and veggies.
So if that's the case, then all supplement coming from all the different producers and companies have the same quality, because it's all the same. It's all natural.
Well, that's the point. Yeah, it's natural, but the companies, they declare on the label what's in it. And some companies are cheating, that's right. The company I work with, they do lab analyses with competitors' products. And they have seen that sometimes what's on the label is not in the capsule. So, but as a customer, you have no chance to discern. You have to trust the company.
Well, what's inside then? Just fillers and
Yeah, that's important to know.
Well, let's take magnesium, for example.
Yeah.
So magnesium you can't produce synthetically.
No.
Right? So if somebody says there's magnesium in there, like, it's just magnesium. What else could you put in there? Like some sort of fillers to fill the bottle up?
No, magnesium is a bad example. I would say a berry, the aronia berry extract. That's a better example. So when you produce this extract, it's very sticky. So the machine doesn't let it easily flow into the capsules. See? So what the companies then do, they use a filler, something that is gliding easily, so that helps to fill the capsules. And yeah, then up to 50% of the content in the capsule is filler and not extract.
Okay.
This is one way to cheat. So a good company is really producing it with pressing the sticky stuff into the capsule. And the capsule itself has to be considered. See? I had once a patient asking me, well, if I take 10 capsules a day, don't I have too much plastic in my stomach?
Yeah.
Well, the capsule is not made of plastic. It's made of cellulose. It's natural. It's fibers.
All of them?
No, there are different qualities there too.
Okay.
See? So you can take cheap or a better quality of a capsule. So I prefer products with the highest quality, but these capsules are 10 times more expensive. But when I decide to work with a company, I want to know how they are producing. This is what I can tell the people. Just call them and ask. And I hope you get an honest answer.
Okay, all right. So that was the topic, supplements. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.